Trying to grab the head. So the closer hand, the left hand, would grab the neck, and obviously he does the same thing to me. Now this hand, just like he did perfectly, I fear the elbow, so I'm going to trap it to protect it. Okay, so that's the first move. You both kind of simultaneously lock up and trap his hand, and then you would step in and square up. If you stay in an outside stance, a boxing stance or a Thai stance, you're not stable to throws or grappling type movements. So you square up like how judo people or wrestling people would stand, okay? So we're just gonna keep it simple. So lock up, left, cover with the right, square up, leave it at that, and then we're gonna go on to some cool stuff, okay? 1, 2,
3.
Okay, so lock up, cover, square up. Now when you cover up, your feet and your knees slightly pointing out, not pointing forward, not pointing completely to the side if you're flexible enough to do that. Pointing out at a 33.3 degree angle.
Repeating.
Repeating, yes. But, Emmanuel will be walking around with a protractor to check. But you want to essentially have the feet slightly out. The more you're defensive, the more they're pointing out. The more you're offensive, the more they're pointing in. But they're always somewhat out. Now, choose your partner carefully, because you're close. It's Thailand training. You're close. You're having a moment. You're not out here. Now, I know some of you want to leave space for Jesus, and that's great, but not for this. You want to be tight. Have your shoulder up and your head somewhat down or somewhat covered, because you fear the elbow, okay? So let's add those things into the mix, okay? Wait for it. 1, 2, 3. Okay, next addition. So grab the neck, cover the elbow, square up, feet pointing out, shoulder up, head down. Okay. So when you step up with the right foot, now if you're kind of a mean person, you can step on his foot. Don't do that for class, because of course no one in this class is mean. Step your right foot to the outside of his right foot. Now I'm cranking him counterclockwise. My left hand is pulling down, and my right arm, one way or another, is kind of pushing him up. And my left foot, so it's counterclockwise this way, counterclockwise this way. So my right foot's going to step up to the outside. I'm going to counterclockwise rotate it by pulling down with my left hand. My left foot is going to counterclockwise rotate, not stepping back, moving in a circle in an arc prescribed by my right foot. Used to be a math tutor. I'm going to pull around and down. Don't fall on me, Dave. And then I'm going to drive in a knee. Boom. Okay? So, by myself, pull, or step up, pull, rotate down, drive in a knee. Okay? 1, 2, 3.
Ready.
Okay, so not to point any fingers, because some people were late. I know, you gotta work. It's good you have a job. You know, you want to put a lot of money into Social Security, I'm just saying. So, from here, the lead hand locks, the other hand covers, square up, feet out, I don't know, 30 degrees. Bend your knees on the ball of your feet, and you're square. Now when you grab the neck, I know some of you guys have heard this many times before. You got to go deeper, okay? So you're just grabbing here. It's not judo where you got a gi or something. And for actual Muay Thai, you got on a glove. So grabbing with the fingers of the gloves, you're not going to have purchase. You got to make a little hook with your wrist, right? You got to get way deeper. I know, you hear that all the time. But at least for class, even with the fingers, you got to get a firm purchase. You can't just grab them here and expect them to go. Now, if they got a judo gi and you're on the street, you can grab the hair, you don't have to worry. But for Muay Thai purposes, you need firm purchase. Now, you're right here, you squared up, the right foot steps to the outside of their left foot, the left arm pulls down, the right hand one way or the other. Here I'm using my shoulder. See how I'm pulling his forearm into my shoulder and I'm driving around with my shoulder? If I didn't have that, I'd just use this. If I didn't have that, I'd just go in here, right? But I can press it against my shoulder and drive with that. My left foot will rotate on the pivot point of my right foot in a counterclockwise circle, and I'm just going to step back and swing off, so as he loses balance, boom, I drive it in, okay? So let's try to get it all together and get a firm purchase on the neck. 1, 2, 3.
3.